An explosive new report put together by lawyers for CBS accuses the company's former CEO, Les Moonves, of misleading investigators and destroying evidence in a sexual misconduct investigation. Moonves was forced out in September. This report is expected to be presented to the CBS board next week. The New York Times says it has seen an early draft. Jericka Duncan has details, plus an interview tonight with a new accuser, and a warning some of what you're about to hear is graphic.
According to the Times, the 59-page draft report says Moonves deliberately lied about and minimized the extent of his sexual misconduct, partly to protect his $120 million severance package. Plus, he allegedly deleted text messages, instructed at least one person not to speak to investigators, and that either he or someone else handed over his son's iPad to investigators instead of his own.
There were a lot of people at CBS that knew about the allegations against him. There were people at CBS that knew about his efforts to try to cover up his behavior, and a lot of people who didn't do anything about it.
According to the Times, investigators interviewed 11 women and found their accounts to be credible. The Times says the lawyers have now identified a total of 17 women. Among the new allegations in the report, Moonves had a CBS employee on call to perform oral sex on him and received oral sex from at least 4 CBS employees under circumstances that sound transactional. In 2017, at a Variety magazine event, Moonves said this about sexual harassment.
But I think it's important that a company's culture will not allow for this.
The Times also reports that investigators found at least one CBS board member knew of the sexual misconduct allegations about Moonves before joining the board in 2007, and that last year, CBS's former head of communications learned of a sexual misconduct allegation against Moonves, but did not report it.
Then he held me very, very close, and he didn't kiss me. He just stuck his tongue down my throat.
Today, we spoke to another woman. June Seeley Kimmel says Moonves forcibly kissed her in 1985 after she pitched a movie to him when Moonves was the head of development at 20th Century Fox.
What would you say now?
I can't believe I'm going to get emotional. You killed the dream of a woman who was so young and needed a break and worked so hard to get that. And you really... It was awful.
We reached out to Moonves' attorney for comment about Kimmel's accusation, but have not heard back yet. But Moonves' attorney did tell the Times this. He denies having any non-consensual sexual relation and cooperated extensively and fully with the investigators. A spokesman for the investigators said no findings have been reported to the board, and the board has reached no conclusions on this matter. The Times again says that this report is expected to be presented to the board sometime next week. Jeff?
Okay, Jericka Duncan for us tonight. Jericka, thank you.